This is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
About 20 minutes ago, I just quit my job. I couldn't do it anymore, you guys. When I tell you this job was literally having my hair fall out of my head, I literally have pictures. I was getting cursed at, and my last straw was they called me a disappointment. Sometimes you don't know the next step in life, but you just have to trust God in the process. So yeah.
Just wanted to hop on here. If this landed on your For You page, just want to say that your corporate job is not worth it if it's getting to the point where you're so mentally drained that you cannot do anything after work. Your boss treats you like shit. He constantly threatens to fire you when you're one of the hardest workers, and it's just a toxic environment overall. Then quit. I actually just quit my first corporate job yesterday, and I already have 3 interviews lined up. So what's meant to be will be. No reason to be staying in a company where they treat you like shit. That's on period. I love you guys. Genuinely hope that everyone's doing good mentally. I know it's a tough time for everyone, but keep your head up and God got you.
I just quit my 9-to-5 job, my decent paying 9-to-5 job, with absolutely no plan. And I'm so excited for what this next chapter of my life looks like. I'm so excited. I think for the first time, since I was young, I am actually taking a step back and just kind of figuring out what I actually want my life to look like. And it is kind of bittersweet because my job was a good job and I liked the people I worked with, and it was pretty laid back, not super micromanagey, but it would have been easy to quit a job that I hated my managers, I hated the people I worked with. That wasn't the case. I would be mad at myself if I didn't give my passions a shot, and I'd be darned if I didn't try to do the most with my life. So here I am. I'm ready to push myself. I'm ready to build my dream life.
The moment I realized that my job is not going to save me. You guys, I was sitting in my car, going through my checkbook app on my phone, paying my bills, budgeting out what was going to be coming out for the next 2 weeks, and that leave me with like $300 left in my bank account for like 2 weeks until my next paycheck. And it hit me that I am living off a capped income, that no matter how hard I work, it will not be enough. I was actually looking to pick up a second job, but I am a busy mom to 2 boys, and that just wasn't going to work out. So I needed a new plan because the working harder wasn't working. Maybe you felt this way before. If you have ever had this moment, just put me too in the comments and let me know that I am not the only one.
I just quit the job that was making me money, probably the most money that I've had in a long time, honestly, to work a regular, smegular, part-time job. And I'm not talking about nothing fancy either. I mean a chill part-time gig. And if I'm being completely honest, I have no regrets about that whatsoever. The job I had was demanding in all variations. I was exhausted, I was burnt out, and I did not have time to do anything that I cared about. And I am a creative, and I accept that above all else, that what I want to be doing is working in my passions and not giving away 40 plus hours of my weeks to jobs that are not fulfilling in any way, shape, or form. That is not for me. That is not what I get behind, and that is not what I will do with my life. And that may not be everyone's decision, but that is definitely mine. I would rather take a part-time gig at a flower shop or at a bakery or something that gets me through my bills while doing full-time content and actually serving a purpose and helping the world, as opposed to working and slaving away and being exhausted, not having any energy to do anything else with my life. And I get that's not the cookie cutter thing to do, and I get that it's abnormal, but I no longer let what the world sees as acceptable validate me. Am I gonna have to shift some things around in my finances? Sure. Will I get to enjoy every single luxury that I was? Probably not. But I will get to spend more time fueling in my passion, which I love. I won't be carrying the stress of work with me when I step out of the building. I'll get to enjoy some more stillness in my life, and I'll be able to put my foot on the gas more with my content than ever. The way I see it a year from now, as far as my passion is concerned, this is going to be fully worth it.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but sweetie, if you feel like you overworked, overtired, hate your job, quit that job. Quit that job. If you feel like you the hardest person there, don't nobody else do that, you feel like it ain't equal, quit that job. If you feel like you have to cry yourself every day to get up and go to work, quit that job. Baby, quit that job. Don't listen to nobody on here. Oh, you need your money, you need your money. Yes, get your money. Hey, even try to get another job before you quit. But still, if that job is causing you mentally, physically, and emotionally harm, and it's driving you crazy and you hate it, you can't stand it no more, quit that job. You don't have to force yourself to do anything, baby. You live one life, okay? Live it to the fullest and quit that job. There will always be money. You can make more money. Ain't nobody worth your happiness, baby. Ain't no job worth your peace, okay? Because they will fire you and leave you real quick in the same day. Quit that job.
For all my people in their early 20s, what I want you to know and understand today, I'm going to be teaching a very important lesson that I wish somebody would have taught me when I was younger. I would also like to say that I never got to where I was without these moments of getting these experiences from different jobs, so I can be the one to tell y'all. These are things not to trust, and we all have seen them and witnessed them. And either you're this person or you know somebody similar to this person. This coworker will come around you, right? They will be of a higher position, but they won't be too higher. They'll either be at the middle or right above where you're at. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be one of the supervisors or managers that are in between the entry level people or the people just starting out, you know, your colleagues, and then you have the people up on top of the corporate ladder, you know, who pull the strings. But this one person, right, they're either about to reach that level where they can pull strings, like at the middle, you know what I'm saying? But they're like, it's hard to explain, but basically it's a tier system like that I separated there. But all in all, you'll see this person, one thing keeps them from rising to the top. And you would think that it's because they're so cool, that they're so chill, that they're such a rebel and things like that. What if I told you that this person is being used and utilized by the people at the top to gain information and spy on the lower employees? So what happens is you get there, right? You're a new employee. This person peeps you out for a week or 2 weeks. Also, they peep you out for a couple of days. When they meet you, everything will be formal. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? This and this and that. They'll distinctively set apart their greeting to you. Their greeting will be much different. So in my lifetime, I've had people go, "Hey, what's happening, bro? What's going on? My G, my guy. Oh man, you tatted up, stuff like that." And it's like, right, bro, right. This person you cannot trust, they too mouthy. This person you cannot trust. Then you have the other type, which is the nonchalant type. This is the one you really, really can't trust. The one who acts like they don't care, or they have things that they don't care about. This person is living a double life, because you'll also see this person do their job to a T. You know what I'm saying? They do damn near more work than the people above them. So you must ask, like, damn, like how are you able to juggle all of this at the same? Like, how are you able to live a double life? It's because this person is living a double life because they're fucking fake. It's because they're fake. You feel me? So they'll be like all chill and they'll be all cool when you come around. Oh, I don't care. Oh, you're out of dress code. I don't care. Oh, you did such and such and such. It happens and stuff like that. This person is documenting. Hear me fucking loud and clear, motherfucker. This person is documenting everything on their personal phone. Or they are writing it out on a notepad. They're not writing these specific happenings, but what they're doing is they're creating small work microaggressions in between y'all. So what this sick motherfucker do is what you'll see before you left from that job that you were at, or before, right, things just went all wrong one fucking week. It's like, damn, like what? It seemed that you and this cool guy manager, this cool, wonderful guy, you had an either off-putting conversation or they just rolled like hella documents on you at one time. And it's like, whoa, what? Or we in our office and it's like, what the fuck? Like, what's up with you, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just played the game like last week. This person has been collecting information about you the whole time. This nigga's a rat. This nigga has been collecting information about your ass since day one, since the jump of when he said, hey, what's good? He's a fucking rat in that format, bro. in the workplace, bro. The streets in the workplace is damn, because it's business. Like it damn near reflects. It's like a mirror image, bro. These people are sharks, snakes, finessers, robbers, and sometimes these are killers. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You never know. I had a middle school teacher from the middle school I went to got arrested for, it get like that. Then the other one that I was talking about, like the extra happy one, the one that's always up in energy and I'm so cool and I love you. I barely known you for 3 months, but it's just something about you that I just absolutely love and stuff like that. The other one, the nonchalant one, he gonna try to like pull and tug with you so you can gain his trust. And then when you gain the trust and shit like that, he gonna break the trust. He's gonna be the one to break the trust because he's been documenting you low key, off the record. You know what I'm saying? And then he's been showing shit to his colleagues and shit, like the higher ups, low key having different conversations outside of work. Like they having secret PMs and private calls and stuff like that. But the other person who is the outgoing one, the outgoing cool coworker, this is the one that usually lines you up publicly, right? They line you up publicly, so it'll be an email or something that you didn't acknowledge, or it'll be something, and he'll be like, hey, I didn't get your email back. Have you been on your phone all day? You know what I'm saying? You gotta chill out the Facebook, man. And it'll be said in a room with people, different coworkers, maybe a higher up or two, or this will be an isolated situation where you're just talking about your day or you're just describing something and they just correct you for no reason. It's like, damn. And here's the bonus. If you got this close to the video, this is major game. This damn near might be the most important part. This gonna catch you up, right? And I made sure to add it at the end of the video. The person who wants to know all things that you do after work, this will be a person who either invites you to something, right? They'll invite you. Oh, you want to go to a kickback? Oh, you want to go smoke, go over here, catch a vibe. Let's do this, let's do that. Or the first place they bring you, there's alcohol around and things like that. You know what I'm saying? This person is basically putting you in a situation where they want to see you do something. They want to see you. They want to see what all that you do and stuff like that. And then whatever you do, they'll just hold it. And this will be their pending case on however and whenever, you know what I'm saying, you assert yourself. And it's usually this person ride down hard on you when you assert yourself at work. Like, hey, don't speak to me that way. Or, hey, when you combat a microaggression at work, this will be the person that tries to escalate the situation. And thank you for watching my video.
Y'all be letting them move the lowest paying job tell y'all what y'all can and can't do at work. Being micromanaged and talking about you can't wear earbuds, you can't be on your phone. Bitch, you don't even pay enough. Like you lucky somebody even want to work for this company. I remember this job I had. They were telling me I couldn't be on my phone. Mind you, it was an overnight job. How the fuck else I'm gonna stay up? Like if I don't be on this phone, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I quit that job so fast. I cannot do it. Like my job right now is so peaceful. I have no issues, no real issues. You know what I'm saying? My manager, cool as hell. I cannot be micromanaged. I'm a grown ass woman. I wish a bitch would. Like, stop it. Talking about I can't be on my phone. Bitch, I'm gonna be on Indeed looking for another job.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
My general manager just said that it looks like I have a helmet on my head and that, my hair looks interesting because it is meticulously brushed out. And I just brushed it to get the knots out of it. And I put my headband on to relay down my edges. This is also the same GM that says that I look like a duck when I put my face mask on. He got one more time. Actually, this might actually just be the time where I just go to HR because I'm kind of tired of it. That was a microaggression, was it not? Because he didn't say nothing to me when he saw me with my natural hair out for the last week. But now today my head looks like I have a helmet on it. And this is why I don't like white people. I'm gonna try and have a good day.
Y'all need to do y'all's research before y'all jump y'all's happy asses up to go take a job in another country without any consideration for how things are done here. Because I just watched that girl's 7-part series on her explaining why she snuck out of her host family's house after only 4 days. She was an au pair. And throughout the whole, like, her little explanation as to why she did it, it just sounded to me like she was unprepared for what job she was taking on. She didn't have a contract or anything like that. It was just a verbal agreement. She goes over there on short notice, pretty much, gets there and realizes that the host father doesn't know any English. Of course, you're in Italy. She said it was a red flag that the host mom had ranted to her when she first got there about her job. They hate when a girl yaps. The host mom's telling her, like, hey, this is how I like my son to be bathed. This is how I like this process to go down. Of course, it's her household. This is her child. So you're going to do things the way she says. And she was like, oh, she was just being like, it's my way or no way. I think she was just showing you how to do it, baby. She was expecting the host family to, like, show her how to teach her how to use public transportation and how to walk to the school. The host dad drove her and the kid to the school so she could see where the school was at. At that point, if I'm realizing this man can't speak English and he can't give me, like, verbatim words and directions to get somewhere, the second he drops that kid off at the school, I'm pinning the location so I can walk that kid. Google Maps is very versatile and it works in Italy. I'm positive it does. And this is how I know she was unprepared for, like, the cultural change that would come with it, because she was sitting there like, oh, the host mom got home from work so late and we were eating dinner at like 9 o'clock. To me, that sounds like it's Italy. I'm pretty sure they eat dinner anywhere after 9 o'clock to 12 a.m. It makes sense they're eating dinner at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. She hopped her happy butt up on her day off to go to Portofino with her host family. And when the host mom got mad and was like, you need to help out more, she's just like, oh, I'm tired, my head hurts. Like, girl. So then that night she decided to leave and sneak out. She knew she was wrong. And I think she did her little TikTok series to try and paint the host family in a bad light. But in reality, I think she was very unprepared to leave home. And if she wanted to leave home, she should have done it in the United States, so she could get an adjustment to how to conduct herself in another person's home, let alone go to a different country and try to experience that.
So the thing that Gen Z and millennials are not aware of is that these motherfuckers are old in the workplace. These people will work these jobs no matter what the fuck they pay them. A lot of people are stuck at these jobs because they have their pensions tied to their job and 401ks and shit. The boomer and the Gen X workplace culture is not what millennials and Gen Z are used to. We are taught work a place 2 years and then use that place to have some forward momentum. Boomers and Gen X do not move like that. They work someplace forever. That's why the job market fucking sucks. These motherfuckers will not leave their jobs. I can't tell you how many old people I see working physical labor jobs and they don't have any capacity to do so. Repost this video and let me know what y'all think in the comments.
When you are older, you have to take less risks in life. It's very hard to leave a job when you have a lot of responsibilities on your hands. So a lot of older people just stay at a job, even if they hate the job. They have a lot less options than us young people. So staying at a job for years at a time is very normal for them. But for us young people, we will certainly leave that job if it is too much for us.
Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm currently at work, okay? And I have this charge nurse. I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm gonna say something that go with it, okay? We can call her controller. Because for some reason she feels like she has to control every motherfucking thing while also doing nothing. I don't get it. And it's crazy how she don't know that I know that she tried to round up all the charge nurses to band together to get me fired. Yet she's the only one on this bandwagon because none of them agreed to it because I do my fucking job. I'm just sick of these old bitches trying me. Like I'm tired. Find something safe to do, bitch. Because I'm not.
Yo, I am so tired of working. I just want to live a free, happy life. Y'all know what I want? I want financial freedom. That's what I want. I want financial freedom where I can spend time with my family and friends, travel, go to different places, eat different foods. I want to live life like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of always having to go to work and come back home and repeat the same thing over and over. Like, I'm so tired of that. Like, I really want to live a free life. I'm just so tired of working. Like I want to cry, but you know, I got to go to work and pay these bills. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like that's all my life is about, just going to work just to pay bills. It isn't like these bills be living their best life. These bills be living their best life, and I'm tired of that shit. Like I want to live my best life too, but these bills be living their best life. Let's talk about it.
One thing I definitely hate is when I work at a job and your boss is like, if you have an issue, come to me, talk to me. You come to them, you talk to them about the issue, but the issue never gets resolved. Then a situation happens, you know what I'm saying? You and that person get into it, whatever, and then they still expect you to work with them. See, this is why the next 30 days I'm going to spend my time, any extra time I get will be spent towards starting my business. I have been wanting to start a business for years, and I have been just prolonging the time. And truth is, there's never really a perfect time to start a business. So the next 30 days, any free time I have will be spent working on this business, brainstorming, writing stuff down, making moves, making shit happen. I cannot work for nobody no more. 2025, business owner. I can't take it no more.
I can't be the only motherfucker tired of fucking working, bro. Like, y'all, it's just like, I can't. Like, I can't sit there and just lie and say I love to work for somebody else. Let alone most companies really don't give two fucks about you anyway. So it just makes it so much worse. Like, I can't say that I like working. Am I going to work? Yes. For the dumbass people that, there's always those couple of people. Oh, well, back in my day, I used to go to work, go to sleep, go to work, go to sleep, go to work. I'm not that fucking nigga. I'm going to do what I need to do, and then I'm going to go work too. But I'm going to find a way to go do something else. I'm not a fucking robot. And don't get me started with the people that really act like they love their fucking job so much. Die tomorrow. They'll replace you in an hour. Sorry, not sorry. That's just the harsh reality. There's no way y'all like working all the time, bro.
What's something you love doing outside of work? Matter of fact, when was the last time you took time for yourself? If your job disappeared tomorrow, who are you outside of it? If you don't have an answer, we got a problem. Listen, I know we all got to work. Bills don't pay themselves. But somewhere along the way, jobs convinced a lot of us that our entire existence revolves around clocking in. And I'm here to tell you, it does not. You ever notice how easy it is to schedule overtime, but somehow you can't find time for a vacation? You work 50-hour work weeks, but hesitate to plan a weekend trip. Nah, flip that mindset. Prioritize your life just the way you prioritize that job. Take that trip, stop waiting on the perfect time or your friends. Book the flight, take that road trip, even if it's just a quick getaway. Be present with your people, call your family. Go out with your friends, make memories outside of work. Go to that restaurant, get out of that group chat that talks about work all the time. Pick up a hobby, something just for you. Remember what you enjoyed before work took over? Get back into it, or try something new. Stop feeling guilty for resting. Your job is not your identity. You are a whole person outside of that workplace. Stop putting yourself last. Listen, the job will be there. Live your life, man. Take that PTO, spend time with your people. Make memories, because trust me, when it's all said and done, you'll remember the experiences, not the overtime.
Tell me this, yeah, how come no one actually talks about the struggles that people have when working an actual normal 9 to 5? Like, from a very young age, we're literally taught to go through school, go get a job, and then just stay in that job until you're about 70 odd, and then enjoy maybe a couple of years after that. But no one talks about the actual struggles that you have while working a standard 9 to 5 and what effects they actually have on you. Don't get me wrong, I completely understand we have to work to live and all that, but there's got to be a fine line between actually working your whole life away and living it. Think you're there for 8 hours a day, like your work-life balance is absolutely shot to shit. In those 8 hours, you're working your ass off, and then you barely have enough time to dedicate to yourself, your family, even like the hobbies you want to do. And with being in that job for the last couple of years, you're literally lacking all that variety in life that you could be having. Like, it demotivates you to actually go and do what you want to do, like maybe even go travel for a couple of months. You don't want to do that because you're still stuck in that cycle. And for most people, they're sat at a desk all day, so like the lack of activity is making their brains number and number, they're getting bigger, and it just doesn't make them feel good about themselves. The thing is, you might know that you feel this way, but because of the security of your job and you feel like, oh, I'll never get another job, this is all I've done all my life, etc., you don't go and change. And the problem with that is you're going to end up like that until you're like 70, till retirement age. And then what? You're going to get a couple of years to actually go and do the things you want to do. You don't want to be doing the things you want to do now at 70. Especially when you're in your 20s, because you don't have those things that actually tie you down yet. You are still free to go and travel and do whatever it is that you want to do. If that's get out of your job, then go do it. It's like myself, I still work full time as a bricklayer, but I know for a fact I don't want to do it forever, so I'm putting in the work now to actually make a change in the next year or so. I personally got into making money online because I know there's a lot more to be made out there than there is working a standard 9-to-5 job, and with that I can actually then go and do the things I want to do, which is travel, which is get out of the UK and live my life to the actual fullest. So if any of you have actually watched this and you think, yeah, I'm stuck in a job, but I really want to get out of it, and you want to look at what I've done, I'm more than happy to help. Literally just comment down below saying job, and then I'll go through what I went through to actually start making money online and see if it's the right fit for you. If you're going to change, do it now. Don't wait till you're fucking 70. Come on.
This is just a reminder for those of you who feel like your value is not well understood in the job market and you're either struggling in your current role, you don't feel like you're getting the right opportunities to progress, you're not getting the pay raises, or you're out of the job market trying to get in it and you feel like nobody is seeing your value, sending you requests for interviews or hiring you, start your own business. And I know it seems easier said than done, but I have to say that the reason that I've continued to work for myself for so many years is largely because people don't really hire me. Yes, I've been employed at some times in my life with a regular standard 9-to-5 job where I actually go into an office and sit at a desk. But those opportunities have been few and far between, and most of the times when I had to go to an office and sit at a desk, I didn't enjoy it. Either I didn't feel like my manager was a good manager, or I didn't feel that my tasks and responsibilities really stretched me and invited me to grow. Or there was no potential for advancement, which means automatically my morale goes down and I start basically phoning it in. So I've had my current business for around 6 years. I started in 2018, and I had started other businesses before, but I have to say that this one has the most longevity and I've made the most from this business. In case you don't know me, I created a digital course that teaches women and BIPOC founders how to raise up to $500,000 to fund their businesses without grants or venture capital by leaning into their founder stories, their culture factor, and the communities their businesses serve. So I sell that course, which also comes with group coaching, but of course I also do one-on-one consultation with founders who want strategy support to raise money. So if you understand what's going on with the economy, you understand what's going on with Facebook ads, etc., you know that there's ebbs and flows in the market. So some years have been better with my business and some years haven't been as good. Now, in general, if you diversify your marketing, you can kind of like ride that wave, right? So you understand that some years things are going to be more flush, other years things are going to be a bit more lean. And of course, even though I work for myself, much similarly to how an employee goes to an office and sometimes gets tired, even I, as an entrepreneur, largely a solopreneur who occasionally has contractors support me, get tired of what I'm doing. Get tired of chasing clients, doing the whole marketing game, dealing with changes in the algorithm, whether you're running ads on TikTok or Facebook or Google. And there have been times over the past year I literally was like, in this economy, I'm ready to burn this business down and go and get a regular job. But let me tell you, I pursued this, right? From January to about May, I sent out like 100 different resumes. Now, some of them were regular 1099 client work, but others were actual real jobs. When I tell you that of the 100 resumes I sent from January to May, I got literally like 2 interviews. 2. At the same time, because I still run a business, right? I was running ads for my business on the Facebook ads platform. And let me tell you, I was running really low cost ads. I'm talking like $3 a day ads. I spent a total of about $150 running these ads. And let me tell you, I bagged 2 clients just on those ads. So while I know what I'm saying isn't going to be for everybody out there, and I'm not trying to sell you anything, this is really just a testimonial, I find that it's much easier for me to craft a compelling message and use all the marketing tools at my disposal to connect with people who want someone with my skill set than it is to spend all my time on Indeed or LinkedIn or Idealist or any of these other sites sending my resume out into cyberspace. I don't even think it's close. Like, I think by a wide margin, selling my own services directly to clients is always a better use of my time than trying to become traditionally employed. Now, you need a certain amount of savvy, obviously, to be able to run your own business, but I'm shocked at the numbers of this comparison that I could send out 100 resumes and get 2 calls back,
and I can run an ad, and I had, by the time I finished and shut off those ads, I had like paid $150 roughly. I had 50 conversations in my DMs of potential clients wanting to work with me. So long story short, even though I'm a person who sometimes gets tired of the hassle of having to, what we say in consulting, kind of kill what I eat, like you have to go out and hunt for clients, inevitably I always just come back to working for myself. I honestly think the job market is broken. I mean, I appreciate people who will spend a year and a half, 2 years sending out thousands of resumes waiting for someone to pick them. But I think when you start to flip that equation and realize, if I can send out a clear message like Batman does the bat sign and people flock to me, the math works out so much better.
Y'all, working in corporate is so crazy because why every time I change my hair, there's this one coworker that always has to comment on my hair. And it gets to a point, y'all. It really gets to a point. But I can wear my hair like this one day, and then I can pull my hair back. Literally, I pulled my hair back like this. I go into the office. Oh my God, I didn't recognize you. You look like a new person. And this will happen every week, guys. To the point where I had to let them know, every time you see me, I'm going to have a different hairstyle. You can either get with it or get left, but get used to it.
Okay, I'm going to sound like a total brat, but I hate working. I don't want to work anymore. Working makes me tired. It doesn't make me feel good. And it constantly, people just take and take and take and take and take. I don't know what it is. None of the older nurses at work, none of the older nurses complain. They just do their jobs. They came to this country, got their license, worked to the top, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, like, I like to call myself a millennial, but like technically I'm like early Gen Z, like 1997 border. You know, it's like when you're like kind of a Taurus, but also kind of a like Gemini, you know? That's not me, I'm a Taurus. Anyways, we don't fuck with this anymore. We don't like to be abused in the workplace. We have boundaries and we have been taught how to express those. And if something isn't serving us, we let it go. You won't catch us working the same job that makes us miserable for 10 years. But the kicker is, I need money. I need money to live in New York City, especially. I need money. So I work, but I hate it. I don't want to work. I want to have fun every day. I want to play. I don't want to work anymore. Like, it's so ghetto. They have me out here. That felt really good. Yeah, okay. I think I feel a little better. But also, like, I don't want to work. But also, like, I'm not trying. Like, I mean, I could do the whole influencer thing. No, I couldn't. Actually, I couldn't. But, like, what am I supposed to do? I want to win the lottery! It's like $1 billion right now. I want to win the lottery. And then I can do anything that I want to do. They say money doesn't buy happiness. Money buys happiness. Money would buy me peace. And money would buy me the freedom to do anything I wanted to do. Period. I wouldn't be one of those broke ass people that won the lottery and ended up with $0 in 10 years because they didn't know how to spend their money. Not me. Money would make me happy. And money would give me a long life. Happy life. Rich life. Okay, guess I'm going back tomorrow.
I just cannot wait to get back to myself. This job has had me so stressed out. Look at my damn quick weave. Look at it. Like, I'm just not myself anymore. Like, then, sister, I put my 2 weeks in. And they won't even accept my 2 weeks. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Let me be free. Y'all have made me suffer long enough. Seriously. Then they keep saying, well, we'll give you more money. We're offering you more money. Like, it's not about the money. If it was about the money, I would stay.
A job can't stop you from leaving that job. If they want to be controlling, that is not your problem. Just quit that job and move on with your life. It's really not worth it. and you don't want to stay at a controlling job.
I don't usually make videos like this, but I was like, let me come tell y'all because this was crazy. So if you a delivery, like if you go door to door as a job, as a career, you might want to consider quitting your job in 2025. And the reason I say that is because me and my husband, we was going to go out, just, you know, chill or whatever. And he was going to go take the trash out. And mind you, the trash can is at the edge of the road, right? So he goes to the edge of the road and I'm like, who is it? And it was like a black Jeep with tinted windows just sitting in front of my driveway. And I'm like, if you know me, you know, call first, because if you don't call, you pretty much not gonna come in the house, right? So it's just sitting there like 3 minutes in. And my husband the type of person, like, he's not gonna like just go up to trouble. He's like, he deal with trouble as it come. Me, I'm like, I'm looking out, I'm observing, I'm looking around, like I'm 10 times ahead of the game. So I'm like, who is that? He's like, I don't know. So he gets a call from his stepdad, and he goes to the edge of the road to take the trash out. The car's still sitting there. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I go to the back and I go get what I needed to go get, right? And my husband just on the phone, talking. Car still sitting there, y'all. Black Jeep, tinted windows. You know, ICE is out. All this stuff is going on in 2025. So it's like, what is going on? Honey, this little girl come out with a clipboard talking about windows. So I'm like, girl, did you not know that you was about to get got? So y'all, please, 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 if you go door to door, and like I said, I don't mean like Pizza Hut delivery services or like something where somebody called you for a service, but if you're doing like solar panels and all of that, and you just knocking door to door when people ain't called you, please, just, you know, maybe think of like changing jobs, because this ain't enough money for you to be doing that in 2025. Because she was about to get it. And y'all know what I mean. So, yeah, I was like, it tipped me off so bad. And she out there talking to my husband about some windows. And I'm like, girl, find you something safe to do, please. So, yeah, I wanted to tell y'all that. Because I don't like that. All right, baby, you about to go get her? I'm like, yes, because why are you sitting in a black car with tinted, like it's dark tinted windows in front of my house and nobody called you? I'm like, no, we don't do that in 2025. We got to stay alive. Like, don't do that. So, yeah. But she was a cutie pie. She really was. But I'm like, honey, she coming out here with a clipboard. Girl, you better. Oh, Lord, that just grinded my gears, y'all. Grinded my gears, to say less. So, yeah, whatever. But I just wanted to tell y'all that it's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. Because I'm like, Ebony, you is scary out here in these streets. Like, you, like, I'm not fearful, but I'm like on edge when it comes to stupid stuff like that. I don't like stupid stuff. Like, don't just sit in somebody's yard and you taking longer than 3 minutes to get out the car. Don't do that. I don't care if it's daylight, dark, or whatever. Find you something safe to do. All right, y'all. Bye.
Do y'all ever feel like if y'all were allowed to keep all of y'all money from your paycheck, that you would be able to like live a better quality of life? Meaning, like, you would be able to, if you didn't have to pay city taxes, if you didn't have to pay federal taxes or state taxes, that you would be able to like really fend for yourself. Like, I feel like I can save for my own retirement. I shouldn't have to pay no Social Security. I can defend my own property. Especially where I live, it take the police 45 minutes sometimes. Matter of fact, when we call 911, we get put on hold. That has like a voice recording saying that they busy and wait in line, basically. I just feel like if I was able to get all of my money, everything that I give money to the government for, I could probably do for myself and have a better quality of life versus what we give money to the government for, and they supposed to provide us with all of these different protections or benefits or whatever. It seems like they just don't do a good job of it.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.